We all right.
Now coming out of the triad area.
Nah, nigga.
And if you're on I-40, look out for a crash near the 108A exit.
There we go. Look at you.
Traffic is gonna
Nigga,
be a
you
little
look
slow.
like it's giving full bean pies. It's giving full bean pies in Chinatown in
Yes,
DC.
bean pies
I'm
for
not
you,
sure.
sure.
I love
Oh my
it.
God, them lemon
Oh,
cakes
look, okay.
busting though, man.
I'm liking the shoes too. I see it. Okay. I see it.
Socks and match too. I ain't want to get me stuck.
Oh man. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Drinks and Discussion podcast, man. It's your boy KvngBak, KvngBak. We are on episode 164 of the Drinks and Discussion podcast, man. I got some special people here today. You hear me? Some special people is here today, man. Look, when I tell you,
What that do?
You'll see.
I had to turn it up. Real
Got
quick.
it.
My bad.
Got it.
Got
it.
I got my man Keenan here with me today, man.
You did peace and salutations to the black queens out there.
For sure. And
Specifically.
I got Primetime Naeem out here.
Yo. What's good? What's up?
We also got Big Auntie Energy out here.
Hey! I told y'all I'm here.
In a billion.
Right. From the shoot, I can say from the couch to the comments, from the comments to the couch. She been here
Listen,
before,
this
man.
is what I do.
Yes, sir.
This is what I does.
Huh?
This is what I do.
Are you dumb?
Yo, all right. So I want to touch on everybody's week so far, man. At how's your week been?
Ooh, reach out and touch somebody, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. No, my week is going very well. It was a little crazy today at work, but I did my little MLK Day of Service yesterday for the good sorors out there and donated. And then, crazy work day. And then I'm here with you guys. So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
This is where I am.
We love it when you're here, yo. How's your week been, bro?
It's been good. Celebrated my twins' birthday.
Oh, come on, Zaddy. Yes.
Yeah. 2 12-year-olds now.
Oh, my goodness.
They're getting big. It was cool, man. We went out to eat. They enjoyed themselves. It was cool.
Okay. Love to see a good father out here.
I tried my best, man.
That's all you can do, man. King.
Hey, brother, this week has been it's been a week of growth, brother. A week of growth and a week of clarity. You dig what I'm saying? You know, sometimes we get complacent in life, and God puts you in an uncomfortable situation to let you know, like, yo, it's not even you. Like, you feel me? So,
And you're looking sharp today, brother, man. I don't know.
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, he is looking,
cut on.
Definitely your opinion.
you are looking civil rights fresh, okay?
I ain't want to be mistook, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
At the civil
I
rights.
see you.
She said he looking civil rights, man.
Okay, they wasn't stepping out there for a march looking crazy.
Yeah. Shout out, brother Malcolm.
Come on.
Yeah. All right, brother King.
I love it.
Hey, look, man. Look, you gotta do it, man. My week's been pretty cool. I ain't do much, you know what I'm saying? Had yesterday off. Came into work today strong, you know what I'm saying? Meetings back to back, but I ain't gonna let that hold me down. You feel me?
You literally sound like a porn star who's been out of the game for a second. Like, I'm coming straight in here. Did I not? No? Did I not? I'm
I
sorry.
had yesterday off, so I came in strong.
Right, you say, I had a day off. I came in strong. Ain't gonna let nothing hold me down. Like, what do you do? What is your
What do you
occupation?
do?
Yo, I work in corporate America, man.
Right.
I work in corporate America, man.
I see.
We're gonna leave it at that.
I love it. You better not let the white man keep you down, brother.
Nah,
You said I'm
can't
coming
do
in
it.
there strong.
I come in there strong, man. Look, I gotta do what I gotta do.
I don't know why y'all be having me on the show.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into the nonsense?
Let's get it.
All right, man. Harvey and Idris.
Oh God.
So.
Hey, man.
All right,
Shout
so-
out Meek, man.
So I wanna pose this question around the room. you know, and I just want to get y'all thoughts on this particular relationship. I don't care where y'all take it. I just want your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Who want to start off?
I'm gonna let you start. Come on.
Damn.
He wanted.
That's fine.
I wanted you to start.
Okay.
Go ahead, King.
Honestly, man, I'm gonna start off by saying shout out Meek. You know, if you seen it tweet, you seen it tweet. I mean, it is what it is. It's Hollywood. It's normal like status girl shit. Like Lori Harvey, she's a status girl. Like she dates for status. She doesn't date for compatibility. At the end of the day, like, and niggas, we just have to come to grips with that. Some women are just like that. Some women are status women. Like some women don't care about compatibility. They put their happiness second for the lifestyle. You dig me? Like, and like that's what this is. Like, she's a case of that. It's like Kim Kardashian, various y'all know the girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know who they are. Like, it's status girls. Like, it doesn't matter the compatibility because like none of your exes got similarities, but the status. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the only similarity between your exes. So that let me know what type of female that you are, as opposed to all your exes are kind-hearted. All your exes got, you know what I'm saying? All your exes college educated. All, you know what I'm saying? You got some type of morality standard that you stand on when it comes to your dating. Like,
for sure.
And some girls like this status girls. She's a status girl in my opinion.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Who
Bing, 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 bing.
You ain't got to make the sound effect. We got the button.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Naeem.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yes, sir. Go
Okay.
ahead, King.
She like, I'm gonna let
I am. Come on, you know the strategy. You see me in the comments. You know the strategy.
It's good, Dada.
Honestly, I don't have too much to say on this, but just going off of what you talked about, I feel like there is something to be said about a person who only dates celebrities. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, where's like the doctor in the mix? Or like a lawyer in the mix? Where's like the average guy in the mix of all these celebrities and blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? It kind of goes to something that we're going to talk about later, where it's like, it's the, I don't want to give it away for the next subject, but
okay,
you know what I'm saying? I do feel like it's the glitz and glamour. It's kind of a status. I'm gonna just stick with that. Yeah, it's like the status, the being in the spotlight, the paparazzi, the Kim K's of the world, the what's Paris Hilton? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, all right, Lori Harvey, she's a very attractive looking woman, right?
She is.
And she's surrounded by a bunch of high quality men.
Right.
So
hold on. Can I interject?
Go ahead.
Are they high quality or are they high status?
Well, what Kevin Samuels would call the high value man, right? What he would deem as the high value man. But I mean, even though, like, if she wanted to, let's say, get out of that scene, she could. It's not like she can't, right? But she just doesn't want to. Right. You get what I'm saying?
I think my argument will counter that.
All right. Well, I mean, that's you know, I ain't.
Wait. So what's your counter then?
Okay. So I really feel like she's an industry girl. So both to their points. Mm-hmm. But however, she's never gonna not date anybody that's a celebrity, and I'll say it like
that's not a celebrity.
Yeah, that's not a celebrity. So, all right. So I'm gonna give her last two, her current, and then her last one. So Michael B. Jordan, right? Michael B. Jordan dated Lori Harvey, and then his career exponentially progressed. He was already getting roles. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the man didn't work hard, but however, I don't know if it was him being in a relationship or him being in a relationship with her. But that kind of skyrocketed his career because as soon as they announced it, then 3 movies dropped with him in it.
I might count.
So wait. So I'm looking at Idris' career right now. So Snowfall is in his last season, right? So I don't know if he's itching for another role Like if he has something already in the work,
I don't think that's it.
I guarantee you, he's going to be in like 5 movies, like back to back.
But I don't.
This nigga been working.
No. Wait. Hold on.
You think the nigga is making that choice?
Pause.
You think Damon Idris had the power to be?
Wait, man. Pause. Hold on, bro. No, the guys aren't choosing her because they think it's gonna do something for their career. Their careers were already coming up. Idris was already up and coming. Michael B. Jordan was already up and coming. You get what I'm saying? To me, it's her finding the guys who are up and coming, and then that's why they got all these movies lined up because they just so happen to be up and coming, and she's picking the next popping ass nigga, and like right.
So somebody could make the argument that you just made.
Right.
This nigga already got this shit lined up. But she got into, you feel me? She got into the picture right at that right time where the regular common public don't know this nigga already got this shit lined up. So then when this shit get rolled out in the next 3 to 6 months, it's like, oh, you see, since he started fucking with Lori,
yeah, I mean, you could make the
for 2 years.
Yeah, you could make the argument both ways. You're absolutely right. The argument could go both ways. But you know, I'm just kind of giving the opposite opinion of I was being the devil's advocate in that situation.
The opposite because after the relationship, that's where they did the Amazon shit, and that shit was trash.
Yeah,
that shit was trash.
But it's still a check.
It's still a check. But name me the good Michael B. Jordan movie after he got with Lori Harvey.
Yeah, you're right.
Because before it was Creed, the Creed series was popping.
Yeah,
he was in Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? The Fruitvale Station, like he was. You know what I'm saying? He was on the run, and then he.
What was the last one before the one that was on Amazon Prime? The Remorse?
Yeah, that shit was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Did you want to get yours off? Cause I got something else to say, but if you want to go ahead and get yours off.
Go ahead and get yours first.
I just want to what does Lori Harvey do? I don't even know.
I don't know what she does either.
I'll tell you. Okay. I did some research.
All right, let's go. Let's talk about it.
We're talking about Lori Harvey, we're talking about status, we're talking about the dudes that she's with and what happens before, during, and after, right?
Right.
Number one, I looked up, because at first when you sent that, I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever they talk about, I'll just hop in. But then I was like, I actually don't know much about Damon. I don't watch Snowfall, and I don't know much about Lori Harvey other than who her stepfather is and her mom. Right. So Lori Harvey I think she just turned 26. Her birthday was a few days ago. She's 26 and she is self-described as an entrepreneur and a socialite.
Oh, hell.
The key word in there,
Holy shit.
The key word is socialite. Now, before we try to go ahead and talk trash about her, that's a real thing.
No,
it's a very real thing. And it's not even like a black celebrity or these young instant joints. Like, there are people in this world who are just ridiculously wealthy or heiresses, and they are known as socialites. And what a socialite is, your job is a socialite is the equivalent of the plug. That is what a socialite is. The plug is generally niggas or poor folks or folks that don't got real money like that always know the moves, right? That's what the plug is, right? We all got a person, you like, bro, that's a plug. They know they know exactly the moves. It's gonna be hype. That's what a socialite is. A socialite is, but they're rich or wealthy. They're the person that you go to know where are the hot parties, what are you wearing, who is that it person today, who is the next person up. So that is what she is. And you have to give respect to her because she is a self-proclaimed socialite.
Right.
So when it comes to the guy she's dating and you're talking about what they were doing before, during, after her in their careers, well, that's why you are with a socialite. Your socialite is going to get you in the parties that you probably weren't being invited to. They're going to have you in front of people who make a lot of money, who you weren't getting in front of beforehand. So you don't have to be out here working hard because that socialite's best friend, her dad is a movie director. Her dad, her mom is, the executive producer at MGM or something like that, right? So you got to respect the game, especially out in Hollywood. Secondly, a little bit to what Naeem was saying, which is, shoot, what were you saying? Nah, I done lost.
I don't know which point, as far as what did she do?
No, you said what does she do, and then you were talking about like what she's looking for, like
What
high
she-
quality.
Right,
Okay,
high
so
quality. She's
here's
looking for
another-
up and coming guys.
So here's
yeah.
another high quality
Yeah.
part of that.
Mhm.
When you're talking about black men at that level, what does she have to choose from? And let's keep it a buck.
Yeah,
It's either going to be the few black male actors who don't like white girls or don't like white girls and athletes, right? That's really what's going to be in her circle. The girl lives in the girl who lives. She lives in Hollywood. I've been in LA. I stayed in LA.
I'm just saying, let's cut brothers some slack because as a former athlete, I know how it goes. Like literally, white girls are almost funneled to niggas. They feel like
I'm not saying they not.
So I'm just saying, let's cut brothers. I'm just saying, let's cut brothers some slack. Bro.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not saying that that's not what's in her sphere, but what I'm saying is at that level, that is who she's picking from. Just like me, a everyday working black woman, at my level and what I do, I'm not surrounded by a whole bunch of black men. I've always primarily been surrounded by white women and white men, right? And where I'm at and where I work. So I say all that to say, when you look at what she is surrounded by, it's really limited. She's either going to be dating, again, the black male actors who are the it boys, or she's going to be dating athletes. She's going to go the Kardashian route and just be like, well, I'm just going to the NBA games and figure it out, right?
Isn't that the problem?
So, no, I don't.
No, I'm saying the words you use, level. Isn't that the problem?
No. Do you think, like, put it this way, where she's at, right? She's an entrepreneur, which she is. She has her own businesses. She makes a lot of money. She lives in LA. She lives in Hollywood. Yeah, there may be some black male lawyers or professors at USC that, you know, she could probably holler at, which is fine. But Lori Harvey is not someone who went to college. She didn't go to USC, so she's not going to be in those educated spaces, right? So that eliminates a bunch. Again, if we're going to talk specifically, and she might date Hispanic, white, Asian, Australian, whatever, right? But if you're now eliminating the academics, because you said lawyer earlier, you was like, you know, the lawyers,
doctors,
all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So lawyers, doctors, let's even say politicians, right? Academics. When you talk about men in academic settings, they're generally going to be less than the 1% in those settings, right? All of those things. How many of y'all got black male doctors?
Yeah, I see what
Exactly. Okay. Pediatricians. You got kids. Pediatrician, black male pediatrician?
I'm stuck on the level. I'm stuck on the level though. Like, why does I feel like that's the issue?
So is she? So where is she going to see them though? You think she's going to a library in LA to find them? Like, where is she going to see them?
This is what I'm saying, big auntie.
Let's go.
Black women, when y'all get to a certain level, financially, it's all y'all think about is level. What about compatibility? What about what does that person like do for you, like spiritually, mentally? I feel like when women get to a certain level monetarily, that's all they think about is level. I got to find somebody on my level or higher. When it's like, yeah, you can find that, but is that man really going to be the man for you?
So hear me out.
Because the man for you might make $20,000 less than you a year.
But if I am doing certain things and I'm in certain if I'm in certain circles, because I hear what you're saying, and nobody like that conversation, we could have that till the end of time, right? But we're talking about circles, right? She is in a circle, in a bubble, in a area where those type of guys are probably not even in her sphere. She's never really grown up around that, even though I think, you know, with her mom, she did grow up in a specific type of area, but that's not where she's at anymore. And it's not that she's saying she wouldn't date a dope boy or whatever, because wasn't she with Future? Like, she was with Future.
Yeah,
right? I think she was with Future for a second.
He's a real like, come on, he's a multi-platinum artist.
Hold on, wait.
But that's my point. But you see what I'm saying? Like, that's her circle. That's the circle in the sphere she's in.
You can control your circle in your field.
Listen, if I'm making money like Lori Harvey and my body looking like Lori Harvey, and she's literally 10 years younger than me. She just turned 26. I'm 36. And I'm 26 out here. I'm dating Damson. I'm letting Michael B. Jordan lick my booty hole. I'm gonna sit here and let Russell Westbrook is married, but some NBA young boy who play basketball, I don't know. I'm letting him touch my toes. Like, I'm doing all the things. Like, what are you talking about?
Touch my toes. All right,
and I don't even think he really played basketball.
We got it. No, we got. It's not. No, the NBA in his name is never broke again.
So he never played basketball.
No, he's never played basketball.
The NBA should sue him.
Okay, all right. So look, we got to count. We've been having comments, but I've been neglecting them, and I'm sorry because y'all been having such a good conversation. But but she's only meeting and being exposed to men on her level. So she was talking to you, King. So she's only meeting and being exposed.
You grown, all of us grown. You can control your you can control your level. I mean, your circle and who you around. Like, I've been in certain spaces in my life to where I've been grossing a certain amount of money, and where I should have only been around a certain type of female. But at the end of the day, I control my environment, I control my body, I control where I'm at. But I still put myself in a space around certain people that won't in the same tax bracket with me. So I can't really give validity that, oh, she's only around, because you can control what spaces that you're in. You're a socialite. You can make a spot hot.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, all right. So
All
okay,
right,
so there's 2 points that you made. All right. So there's one, obviously, we're talking about hypergamy and wanting to be with a man of your level and or higher, right? For Lori Harvey, it's gonna be fucking hard to do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be really hard to do. And then I think you made the other argument about black men, right? So then that shrinks it even smaller. Whether she should only date black men, I mean, that's up to her and what she choose to do. If she decides to date white men or of other race, that would drastically expand her options. Here's one thing I will say. Okay, as far as like black successful men, no, there's not a lot of them. But when you're someone of high status, you're surrounded by other people of high status. Not all the people that you come in contact with are celebrities. They're background people. Yeah. They're producers. They're, you know what I mean, directors.
Candy Burst is a prime example of that.
Right.
Like, look, she met somebody through working on Housewives. Her husband Todd was a producer. I mean, now granted, he was working it wasn't like he was broke the way I think her mom tries to make it seem. But you're right. Like, she's only in a certain level. Like, I think we're trying to compare her life to how we're walking in our life. And the fact of the matter is that that's literally apples and a McDonald's burger. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even in the same area.
But it's like you just said, you just use Candy as a prime example of, it doesn't have to be like the.
It doesn't have to be a celebrity.
It can have to be a celebrity.
It doesn't have to, but again, Candy, her husband is a producer. He was a producer on the Housewives. He was making bread, but he's still in the level that's so different.
So you can be the club owner. If you a socialite and you in these spots, you know this.
No. So no. When I say socialite is not. I know where the parties are.
But you know producers, you know managers, you know agents, you know casting directors, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, but again, if we're narrowing it down to. And again, you have to look at the circle that Lori Harvey's in. So when I was reading to figure out a little bit more about this topic, when your best friends, like her friends that were at her birthday party, are Chloe Bailey, the singer, Justin Bieber's wife, the Kardashians.
She puts herself in those areas.
But those are the people. Those are her friends. We can't sit here and like, well, why is she hanging out with that person? Those are her friends. The same reason y'all are friends, right? Like, that's who you choose to be with. So if those are your friends and these are your circles and this is where you're hanging out in, why are y'all sitting here acting like, well, she can be the club owner? If we're talking about, say she's exclusively dating black men, which she has shown she dates black men, how many club owners are black men? Let's be honest. There's a lot of club promoters and club managers who may be black men, but it's not a lot of club who owns the building who are. So I think what we're trying to do is, and in a lot of these situations, is bring her status down and be like, be more relatable. You can do all of this.
I'm not saying
and the fact of the matter is that's just not happening.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying be more relatable or date a regular guy. What I'm saying is, there's plenty.
I would say date a regular guy.
I ain't said date a regular. I said it doesn't have to be somebody with like he
And
said
y'all
doesn't have to
acting
be a
like they
celebrity.
ugly. If Damon Idris, he is 31 years old. I am 36. If Damon Idris came over here. No, what's his name? Idris Damson. Whatever.
No, it's
Damson.
We gonna call him Dams.
Damson Idris.
Damson Idris.
Yeah.
If he came over to Charlotte, North Carolina, and was like, "Hey, you with the natural hair sometimes, what's good?"
Not something.
I'm giving him all of the attention he needs. The boy is gorgeous. Like Michael B. Jordan, most of us who are of the same age as Michael B. Jordan, we have been lusting after him since, what was it, Hardball, Moneyball, whatever the movie was like. He's always been fine on fine on fine. So it's like she's dating the dudes that most Black women are whole lusting after anyway. So why in the hell wouldn't she date these dudes? Like, Damson Idris, are you kidding
Okay,
me?
all right. Well, look. Hold on. That's a good segue to our next topic because we go talk about this all night because this could go back and forth all
Am
night.
I trouble?
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I guess the question is, what is your aim? You get what I'm saying?
She's 20. Okay, are we going into that?
That's the issue.
Because that's
the issue
another
that
thing
goes-
I
that
want to
goes-
What's
defend
your
about
aim?
young Queen Harvey.
That goes back to
Okay,
last
all right.
pod. We taught the game wrong. Everybody be trying to do them in their 20s instead of looking to find somebody to build with in their 20s. Then they be in the 30s, in the 40s, looking around, and the shot clock about to hit 0, and a lot of people ain't on the court. But you been
You about to die?
Nah, you ain't about to die. But it's like
You said the shot clock finna hit 0. That means there time's up. What?
yeah. As far as me as a man, I don't want to be 60 years old picking my kid up
But-
from second grade.
Yeah, right.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, but
Yeah, fan in here.
yeah, it is kind of hot.
But
But
he getting wet. You gotta take that shirt off.
I know. But here's the thing, though. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. All right, no, but here's the thing. To your point about the shot clock. All right, so you already pointed out there's not a lot of these men out here, right?
See,
So to me, wouldn't it make sense to instead of just be like, let me just date this guy, date this guy, and just have fun with it? Wouldn't it make sense to lock them down while you're still, like you said, she's 26, body crazy? How long is that gonna last? You get what I'm saying? So it's
Mia
cool.
Long in her 50s, body crazy. Regina
body
Hall,
crazy. What do that
50
mean
years
to a
old.
man?
Hold on, whoa. Because hold up, I'm going off of what y'all are saying. You said you don't want to wait. How long is that gonna last? There are so many Black women. Tracy Ellis Ross, 50 years old, body crazy. The fact of the matter is that Lori Harvey has made it very clear, specifically with the Michael B. Jordan situation, that she was not looking for anything serious. He was 35, she was 25. She wasn't looking for nothing serious. There is an idea that women who hit 30 and haven't settled down and decided they were going to get married and pop out everybody's nappy head kids, that all of a sudden they are just absolutely terrible. They ain't worth the damn.
Nobody's saying
and
that.
they're hold on, they're damaged goods, or the shot clock is running out. Since you are 26, you don't have that. But we are now in a day and age where there are women who are 50 and totally fine not being married, not wanting to have kids. Women are no longer.
Okay.
All right, hold on, wait, bro.
If they're saying
Can we
it, then
jump
why
it down?
they doing
We jumping
it?
down the rabbit hole.
Bro.
I gotta break it back.
Come on.
I gotta reel us back in. I gotta break us back.
The Michael B.
reel us
Jordan,
back in.
the Damson Idris, they're not the new ones that come are not looking for no 50-year-old whoever Nia Long. They're not looking for her. They're looking for the Lori Harveys, right? So when she gets older and she's still single and she's staying around, guess what? They're still looking for 26-year-old Lori Harvey. They're not looking for 45-year-old Lori Harvey. Yeah, she'll probably still look good, but those guys can get the 26 one. If they got to choose between 46 Lori Harvey and 26 Lori Harvey, and trust me, there'll be a 26 Lori Harvey. They're gonna go with 26 Lori Harvey.
All right. Hold on, big guy.
They're gonna go with the 26-year-old Lori Harvey. I'm just saying. That's what they're gonna do.
Naeem, hold on.
Are they not?
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Baby,
Hold
you
on.
getting all the ashes right up in there
Hold on.
on this good suit.
So it's been some great topics of discussion.
All right, we're going to comments.
Nah, nigga, no, we done missed all the comments. No, y'all was going in, and I don't mind that. And I pulled them up there. You know, people been talking in the comments to each other, and I pulled it up there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas been talking in the comments to each other because we wasn't talking to them. All right, so look, wait a minute. Let's change gears real quick. We'll get to this next topic. All right. Let me A-mic this shit, man. Shit, man. All right. So, men in relationships are more attractive. So, get the gunshot sometimes, nigga. Bro, that nigga go straight to the blue button. It's blue, nigga.
Listen, man.
Put it all on blue.
What did this show turn into? It sounds like I'm in the club. Okay.
So look, let me break this down for when I say, oh shit, knock my mic off.
Let me break this down for when I say this, right? Men in relationships are more attractive. I get propositioned more by women when I'm in an inkling of a relationship. If I like the joint, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even no relationship yet. We done been on a couple dates, and I decided that I liked her. My DMs be fucking flooded. Like, yo, that shit be and I don't know if it's the aura. I don't know if it's the glow. I don't know. What are you doing over there?
Look
man?
Loud.
You turning it off?
Is this gonna be? You had it on hot.
Yeah, turn it off.
It looked like it right.
There we go. Okay, the heat was blowing. That's why.
Quit touching shit.
Do you know these edges? Hello, this is natural.
I got you. That's why I told her to turn it off. So look, man.
Yeah, Afro popping soon in this bit. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Stop playing. Why are you talking to me? Feel like we in school. Stop talking to me. I'm trying to listen, teacher.
I don't even want to tell my story though.
Go ahead,
man.
tell your story. Tell your story. Guys are more attractive in a relationship.
Yes. In your DMs.
Niggas hit half the shit over there talking about some other shit.
They said they was watching your show. They saw you with your Hoochie Daddy shorts on last spring, and they said it was good.
I did have the Hoochie Daddy shorts on. But however, that's not the point. No, when I show the inkling of light to a woman, my DMs be popping. Shorties just be coming up to me. Ain't never spoke to me a day in their life. I see them all the time. Oh, you look so familiar, bitch. I've been sitting next to you at the bar for 40 weeks, yo.
40 days.
Like, yo, I've been sitting next to you at the bar for 40 weeks. I come in here every Tuesday, and you want to speak to me now. Go on somewhere.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Have y'all fellas ever ran into this situation?
Fellas.
And ma'am, have you ever been attracted?
Now I'm a ma'am. See, I know what's here. Go ahead.
Oh my
I'm
God.
a whole ass ma'am. I'm a whole ma'am out here. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Have you? And your question is: have you ever found a man more attractive when he got into a relationship?
More attractive in a relationship? Generally, no, because men gain weight in relationships. And a lot of times, like, dudes really be in relationships and they be like, fuck it.
You let themselves go.
Right. It's like I used to go get my hair cut, every other week. Now it's once a month. Because at the end of the day, like, and it's not one-sided. Like everyone, generally get comfortable in relationships. I think all of us have been in a relationship and seen pictures like, ooh, I was looking fluffy, right? Like, we know that. But do I find men in relationships more attractive? To be honest, no. I've never found anything attractive about a guy who has a wife or a girlfriend or fiance and been like, I should holler at him now. Like, that, to me, the logistics of it doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. Now, I'll stop there. So for me, no, I don't see where the attraction could come from a man who's all of a sudden in a relationship. To me, I'm just like, all right, do you, King?
No. Let's. I want to read that comment. It says, "No women want another man, another woman don't want," and I think that's a good point.
So, okay. Can I say one thing to the two comments? For one, it says your glow. Now, that is true. Most people, when they're in new relationships, there is a glow about them. But you'll hear more things like, oh, you look happy. Okay, I see you glowing. And that's on both ends of it. But I don't think a glow is necessarily enough for me to all of a sudden be like, oh, he glowing. Yeah, I want that. Like, to me, that doesn't equate like properly.
All
Like,
right,
am I
so
making sense?
yeah. No, I see.
Okay.
I think it depends, right? I think part of it is an envy situation, right?
Okay.
Especially with social media, TikTok, Instagram, all that, right? You get your boo, y'all on dates, y'all taking pictures, y'all going places, y'all blah blah blah. Now all of a sudden you're interesting. You know what I mean? When before they may have not seen that side of you because they never seen you in a relationship before.
Yeah.
So they may have been curving you beforehand, and then once they see you in a relationship and they see how you treat your woman.
Yeah, that ain't
I can see what you're saying. Like, y'all niggas don't be in relationships. All y'all do is hang out and play video games. So of course ain't nobody gonna see you.
Right, yeah, but if you out in public and
215 in the comment section too, man. Shout out my nigga Black.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like you kissing your woman in public, you holding her tight, all that stuff, all the things that woman wants. Then in that way, yes, that can make the man more attractive.
Now, hold on. I have a counter question to you. Now, you were saying that, you know, you get in relationships or you get serious with somebody and then you done got a few DM slides.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are these DM slides from women that you may have talked to or flirted with in the past? Or are these like complete strangers, like chicks you ain't never talked to, ain't never get a time a day to? And the reason I know, because I want to have this conversation, but I'm curious. Is it people you actually like? Say if it was somebody, say we was dating and it's a chick that you were kind of talking to on and off, and then it just fell off. Now we out here, you know, bear hugging each other on social media. And now she's like, oh, okay, I see you with your little girlfriend. Y'all cute. Is it something like that? Or is it complete strangers?
No, it's nothing like that. So it's not that it's always complete strangers. Sometimes it's a mixture of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have been talking to, I mean, you know, if I'm dating, I'm dating. So it's a couple of people that I'm dating at one time. All right, 1 or 2 didn't make the cut, but 3 made the cut. Now her and I might be on social media or whatever. Like she might post a picture, I might repost it in my story, whatever. So once it gets to that point, it's like, oh, I see this nigga. He maneuvering like that. All right, say less. Hey boo, how you doing? Long time no speak. Or it might be some random junk that I ain't never seen before. Pull up on my page and be like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I see you out here. Da 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 da. Like it might be something like that. I'd be flabbergasted. Like, damn, where the fuck was you at when I was looking?
Man, don't ever say flabbergasted.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Lord, we can only use certain words. Where's the word list that we can't use?
I know, right?
Shit, I went to a whole blank camera.
All right. So, King, did you have anything on that?
I just say that's a fact, man. I'm gonna have to piggyback off of what my brother Black said. It's like it's that natural confidence that come, you know, because you're not giving your energy, aka your seed, to a multitude of women. You're only giving it to one. You dig me, and you pouring into her, and she pouring into you. So therefore,
that's a strong comment.
Both of y'all.
Oh, I'm ready for that one.
You know, both of y'all. Both of y'all are rising y'all chakra level because y'all not stuck in y'all not stuck in y'all root chakra because you not being promiscuous, you not being salacious out here being single. You dig what I'm saying? You got a partner that you're actually working with and building something with. So y'all are like it's so that natural, like you said, that natural aura, that natural glow, that just that spiritual that spiritual relief or that spiritual.
I don't feel our chakras are right. Why you all the way over there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ain't that ass over here, boy?
All right, yo, let's get to this comment. All right, so Quan said, why women don't sleep with a man who live with their mom,
because we
but will
respect Miss
sleep with a
Brenda.
man who
What are you
live
talking
with
about?
their wife.
What are you talking about? We respect Miss Brenda. What are you talking about?
Hey, nah, that's a
No, I can answer. I don't mind talking about.
Go
So
ahead,
we gonna
go
go
ahead.
on this one?
Mature. No, we don't want to hear mature answers.
Yeah, we want to hear ratchet answers only. Because that bitch ain't shit. No. Okay, so why? Okay, so why won't women who with their mom, Miss Brenda, versus their wife, right?
Miss Brenda. Nah, I know her Miss Brenda.
Everybody know Miss Brenda. Everybody know Miss Brenda. Come on
I'm
now.
about to die.
What is you talking about?
All right, go ahead.
So here we go. When it comes to people who are married versus those who are not, I think a lot of times what it is again a respect level. It's a lot of the communication that's going on. There are a lot of men who are out here who are married and still lying. I have a few horror stories from friends who did not know the guy they were dating was married. One of my friends found out he was married at his funeral. And a lot of times when we say a wife, like, what if you're dating someone who's going through a divorce? Technically, that person is married or that person may have a wife, but if they're separated and folks are moving on in 2 different cities or living 2 different lives and starting to date, does that make you some horrible adulteress? Then I'm gonna say another thing. I just don't like fucking in nobody's mama house. Like, I just really don't.
Go ahead.
Because I don't want to hit the doily, and next thing you know, I'm like, Lord, your great grandmama made this doily, and we out here being nasty. And you know, everybody mama got a Jesus thing on their wall, right? You trying to fuck with that?
I just want to retweet that one point.
Exactly. You got Jesus like this looking at you doing nasty stuff. Get out of here.
Divorce, like in the process, quote unquote, in the process of divorce is the same thing. Like I got a baby daddy rule. If your child is 5 years or younger, you still fucking your baby father. You dig what I'm saying? If we still live together and everything, but we separated, he's still fucking her. You best believe.
Oh, I'm not denying.
On a smooth Friday Casamigos night.
When that Respasati in the system, ain't no telling. You shit me? Like, you think he's still not fucking her?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm the same way. I don't date dudes who got kids who still in diapers. I'm in the same boat as you, brother. Like, I need to see a custody agreement.
Okay.
Both of these gentlemen have been on my podcast, Dating Over 30 Sucks. Season 2 is already out. Check it out anywhere you find podcasts. You
gotta get me on the podcast.
Absolutely. Ooh, okay. Season 3's coming.
I know you got a heavy lady on it.
I hear you.
Hey,
we gonna do that. But no, we talk about it on the podcast. We talked about it, right? Like, kids, when they're that young, under 5, I'm like, I need to know the custody agreement. I need to understand when this ended, who can pick who up at daycare, like when if the kids live with you during the spring and the summer, and dad in the like. I need to know how this thing is laid out, because 5 years is enough time to get that stuff situated.
You know what?
Under 5. I'm not saying it doesn't happen under 5, because
Yeah.
I worked education, so I know it does.
No, I agree
but
with you.
5 is generally a time when folks who are separated from, the person who they had children with, generally by 5, a lot of that stuff is worked out. As far as finances, a lot of times, they not sitting here arguing over who gonna drop diapers off. Like, I'm not gonna be out with you and it's like, I gotta go stop by and give her formula. Like, we're not having those conversations. You're a dad. I don't know what your situation
I'll
was.
tell you straight up. It was messy. It was messy. I'm telling you, yo, like me dating and having infant childs, and it was messy. And it's funny that you brought that up, because I was having this conversation with this other lady who had, at the time she had 3 infants, 3 kids under 5, and she was complaining about her dating life. I said, look, you're gonna have to put that on pause, because I'm like, look, because not only that, because she's looking for a certain type of guy at that, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, you're not gonna find that type of dude. Meanwhile, you over here like
3 kids.
Yeah, she had 3 kids under 5.
You're still potty training, but that's stressful.
And it was like, yo, like your dating life isn't gonna be it right now, and you just gotta
fucking existent.
Right, it's just not gonna be. It is what it is, unless you have a hard clad iron arrangement with your baby daddy or babysitters and all this other stuff, where it's like, because I've been in situations where
you gonna drop her some money on care.com.
Oh, hell no.
And this is why wait until they're 5.
No. I just want just to finish my point though. It's like if you got, because I've dated some women who have kids, but it's like I didn't really see them that much because they had everything rearranged, where it's like the babysitters and stuff like that. But if you're like, I'm calling you, baby crying in the background, I'm coming on a date, you bringing the kids with you, like all that other stuff. Like, if you ain't got your shit together, like, it's possible, but if you ain't got your shit together and you struggling and all that other stuff, you're like, nah, man, like, get your shit together first, man.
I want to get a black comment real quick. This look, coming from a person going through divorce, those ain't nothing but titles at the end of the day. It's
Mhm.
truly all about the person when it comes down with it. Black, don't do that because your situation
Agreed.
is, and I ain't gonna say it's an anomaly, but it's in the lower percentile, my nigga.
No,
So you
I know
can't do
people who
that.
are dating right now. They're dating someone who's currently going through divorce and looking to just date casually, get themselves back out there. This person doesn't have any kids, so that's not really a factor. But you know, when it comes to the overall topic of conversation, as far as like, or the comment about the mom's house versus somebody who has a wife, I feel like that's wife is very general, right? Like you really gotta get
I don't
down
like
to
someone who's separated or going through divorce. I don't
yeah,
think
it's
that
different.
counts.
Like is he?
I
But
think
is he
my
lying
whole
and
thing
taking
is-
off
Right.
his ring? You know, like
Yeah,
there's a lot of,
yeah,
especially as a
yeah.
woman, there's a lot of
Yeah.
more
It's
aspects.
the living arrangement.
And-
That's my whole. That's just my.
Yeah, I mean, if I go in there and I see a family portrait, I'm not boning in there.
No, I mean, I'm saying like the
I'm
person
just
that's
that.
going, the person that's going through.
Hey,
divorce, if you and your spouse is still cohabitating, then I'm not jacking that. But if you're going through divorce and you and your
But it could be
spouse got
different if they have kids and they're still trying to put on a facade for kids. I personally had, you know, someone that I knew who they did not live with their wife through the divorce, but because their separation happened and the kids were finishing up that school year, for a few months, he was like, I am there. Like, he's like, I'm there because I put them to bed and I'm there when they wake up. Now, granted, obviously, I didn't keep the relationship going or keep talking to him because I was like, well, you get that situated. But you know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yo,
most importantly,
but-
tell
but
the
yo,
kids. Like, tell the kids so you don't got to sleep over there all the time. But they were trying to, you know, keep up the look.
But yeah, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I seen a million niggas use that fucking line, yo. And that shit used to go off. And,
That's
yeah,
why I said figure your shit out
He gotta
first.
wake up with the kids and go to bed with the kids. He don't never sleep over here. And I'm like, as I'm putting my drawers on, I'm like, damn, that nigga don't sleep over here, huh?
That's crazy. Yo, I'm gonna just let you know. Like, I'm saying this in my mind. Like,
You gonna try to fall asleep over there? She's like, oh, don't worry, I got some pants for you.
Nah,
You
I'm
like,
good.
what?
I'm good, shorty. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Right.
Yeah. No, that nigga like 6'6", 220. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
It's like that.
What,
shit,
32-inch waist?
Don't be a menace when
just
she be throwing
weak.
everything
Just
at her,
loose
pull
on
out
you, ain't
tights
it?
and shorts, like, what the fuck?
Y'all better stop it.
Hey, look, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick, man,
Come on.
because I feel like this. Chill. Now I feel like, bro, there's really not that many women who out here fucking with niggas who are married, bro. And I will say this, bro. I know a lot of niggas living with their mama who busting shit down left and right.
Left and
motherfucking
right, yo.
Okay, two questions then. Are they doing it in her house or are they doing it in her basement?
Nah, they ain't bringing them. They going to their crib.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
they
what I'm
going
saying.
to
Like,
their
are they
crib.
doing it in I'm sorry, are they doing it in their mama's house or are they doing it in
Most dudes ain't gonna bring the harlots to their mama house. You know what I'm
Can I
saying?
tell you how I
They
had to
go-
try that though? I actually had to try that.
The harlots will go to.
I feel like it depends on the age.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm about to say, now hold on. Now in our 20s, was I busting it down in Miss Brenda's house? Yeah.
You was giving it up early 20s.
What are you talking?
18s.
First of all, because they was going to Miss Simmons' house and buzzing it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we were
Wow.
all doing it. We were.
Early 20s.
So wait, I'm from Maryland, so a lot of our houses have basements. Like everybody's house has a basement.
For
I know
sure,
here
for
in North
sure.
Carolina, basements don't have basements. A lot of them don't have
Yeah,
basements
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
You
Right?
had a basement.
I
You
did
had a
have a
basement
Yeah,
in,
you had a
here in North
basement.
Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, here in
Oh,
North
okay.
Carolina.
See, I don't
did
find
have
them
a
to be very
basement.
common here, right? But
Yeah.
everybody back at home.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait,
Everybody
wait.
back at
Where
home
you
has
from?
Maryland.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone has a basement. So I'm not even
Marlon.
going to sit here and act like we wasn't out here on that side door with a light
on.
with
Hey,
a
now
light
you-
don't
hey, now you
work.
remember the side door though?
And you hit them
yeah.
with the
Come on, son.
because you got them old hardwood floors that make
Right,
noise.
that
Like
creak.
you like shh, take them shoes
Come
off.
on, son.
Nah, nigga, that shit was cement in my spot, so you just had to worry about that motherfucker closing, because that motherfucker should close like this. Wow.
Wow.
No, it was a big ass metal heavy door, yo. And that motherfucker
Y'all
closed
had them
loud as
screen
shit.
doors?
It was a screen door.
That's what I'm saying. Them joints with the snapback, you be like,
had to pull out the WD-40 so it ain't creep. You dig what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Like
the
we
airbags if you was going to her crib because you know they had the air bubble, so it ain't really been going.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I was thinking too deep. For me, it used to always be take your shoes off because I had heels, and most of our houses had, hardwoods and the old hardwoods because ain't nobody parents, changing them, right? So yeah, you're right. It's according, right? Like it's according to what age, right? We're talking like 20s, of course. We was doing
but if you get in
all
your early 20s, if you get in your later 20s and your 30s, yo, you stay with your mother, man, get your shit.
Because most, and I would say on both
together,
ends,
bro.
I'm not gonna say about like I've stayed with my mom, right? Like I've had to do a reset and I had to stay at home. But I would, like you said, oh yeah, what you trying to do after this? Where do you live? Like where you?
But Big Auntie, what did you say? You said stay, you didn't say live.
Oh no, I mean, you stay for a couple of
So
get your
reset
life.
is when life hits you, that's different.
Right.
You're doing a reset. You stand.
Oh yeah, no, not like, oh no, this is my permanent address.
Exactly.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Niggas is and yo, we the accountability boys 2023, man. A lot of you niggas.
Oh shit, I wasn't ready for that.
Oh my god.
A lot of you niggas is some bum ass niggas, and I'm tired of you niggas. I am sick and fucking tired of you able-bodied,
organ,
brain,
organ,
extremity niggas that live with your mother. Get your shit together, my nigga. Word. Get your shit together.
What if he's saving for that down payment?
No, he not. Because he been with her for 32 years.
Here we go. He said it. I didn't. He said it.
I didn't say nothing, yo.
Get your fucking shit together, nigga.
All right.
Okay.
So look, with that intensity, let's segue to this next topic, huh? Do women commit to the man or the lifestyle?
I say we just
lifestyle.
This is just
No.
trying to get to before, but
Go ahead, Laim. Go ahead. It's on you. It's on you, man.
Damn, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Go first.
And roll your curls simultaneously.
Come on, you said.
God, bro. You know what? I don't want to say what majority of women do, but
oh, you weren't finna do that with me sitting here thigh to thigh. Not today, light skin. Guns out. Come on now. This is not the temperature for that shirt, and you know it.
Hey, yo, I'm weak, yo.
I'm not saying nothing. Go ahead.
All right. So as I was saying, is I feel like a lot of women do go for the lifestyle over the man. You know what I'm saying? They look for the guy who, they want to be on the scene. They want to see what's popping. They want to look cute on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? They want all that. And you gotta, I know in certain cases where I've seen where a woman has stayed in the relationship just for the lifestyle because of everything. Like when they're in this relationship, he's taking her places, he's doing things, he has, you know what I mean? He knows all the well-known people and all of that. And sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying for some women, that's what it is.
So when we talk about this subject specifically, okay. When we talk about that, the lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good slang.
We understand that when it comes to the music and the culture, let's talk about Black culture, right? Like Black music, Black culture. When it comes to men, specifically in rap, what are they rapping about? I got this car, this change. I'm going to put you into this. I'm going to have you with a Birkin. Rick Ross, half of his albums are literally about what he can provide for a woman, right? Like these dudes, when they break up with the girls, when they with them, or when the girl's supposed to be trying to get with them, they talk about the things they have and the things that they could do for women.
Well, why do they
even
do that?
look at hold on, the song by Division. that blew up and got really popular, right? Like you got me because I was the dude that all the girls wanted. You act like I wasn't a fly, a fly young nigga anyways, right? Like if you're presenting these things, then yes, when you talk about committed to the man or the lifestyle, if you're presenting certain things, your lifestyle, what you do, what you can get me, or how I'm gonna elevate you, right? Then yes, it's the lifestyle. Some of those women are going to be like, well, shoot, yeah, I do want to be BL and I do want to cry in a Maybach over a Honda, right? Like, if that's what you're putting out there, specifically culturally, what we do, if that's what you're putting out there, then that's what those women are committed to. Now,
you get what you put out.
What you talk about a lot is the substance, right? So a lot of times the lifestyle is cute and you'll go for it, but it's not sustainable because eventually the substance kicks in.
But here, I'm gonna tell you, you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
No. You're absolutely right. I think here's the problem that a lot of men run into is that the substance doesn't show on your sleeve. You get what I'm saying? Like the big chains, the fancy car, the nice house, the Instagram photos,
caviar.
right? You know what I mean? That's a lot more visual. So if you're a man who's trying to attract women and you're not flashy, and it can be harder to attract women. But you have to understand, if you lead with that, you're going to attract a certain type of woman.
Absolutely. Let's just talk about it. Let's just really talk about it. Can I get my nigga? I ain't even have to ask for it. That's why you the A-Mike, my nigga.
Hey, bro, I be chilling.
God, man. Listen. You niggas is very insecure. My nigga, I done had a bad playing with a bag, and I done been check to check, my nigga. And I'm always the same when it comes to women. Because at the end of the day, women dig me. You dig? You dig? You niggas that lead with your wallet, you're not confident in yourself.
Okay.
You have no personality. You have no sense of humor. You have no intellectual conversation in you. You dig? You don't even got the good listening ability to be able to tennis and send back, you feel me, little conversations, because she just want to get her shit off. And you just gotta listen and ask the right question. You don't even know how to do that. So you niggas gotta, oh shit, we can go to da and shit, I can get your nails and feet done in the morning. And you just met Shorty in the bar. You's a bozo, my nigga. And she looking at you like a bozo. And she gonna put a bozo emoji and a money emoji under your number.
That is true.
And that ends you up with 200 missed calls.
That is very true.
And if you know, you know. Come on, man.
Hey, I'm trying to say that because that shit's funny.
Don't make me do it.
So we have a comment that says, I know it was up there earlier. It says usually a lot of women commit to good slang vegetables. So here's the thing. Of a certain age aren't committing to good vegetables. Because believe it or not, we can kind of get that a little bit of anywhere. Like that's no one's committing to just that. It's a, like I say, when it comes to like the idea of lifestyle versus the man, like I said, that lifestyle stuff that's such a short-lived thing. Like we've all had fun. We've done that again in my 20s. Heck yeah. Some of these dudes, I couldn't even tell you what their last name was, but we was at every bar, we was at every club, I was at every table. Like we had a very, very good time. We went shopping a few times, and that's all it was. But once we really started talking, we were on two totally different wavelengths. It doesn't work. And it comes to the same thing when it comes to good vegetables and all that stuff. Like that too is still very surface. And if that's what you're looking for, like if you're there just for the schmeats and the veggies, then just like that's all that's going to be.
Yeah, no. So
but
the
same thing with.
I just want to rebut that. You can go.
Get the butts.
Hit the one.
Age is not. I don't need my camera. Age does not equate to the maturation process.
Oh, absolutely not.
I got you. All right, cool. Nah, but here's what I wanted to say, and I was gonna kind of change my opinion a little bit. Where is I feel like you know, I think women do commit to the man in a way. You know what I'm saying? If they want a man, you get what I'm saying? Because some women, they don't even give a shit about the relationship. All they want is the lifestyle. But if they want a man, the lifestyle thing isn't really gonna last long. Because even if you, to your point, these insecure niggas who got the chains and nice fancy shit and all that, but you a corny nigga and as she come to you and then you start saying some corny shit, she gonna be like, nah. You get what I'm saying? She gonna be like, this cornball ass nigga, like, yeah, you can buy me a drink, but you know what I mean? After she get the drink, she gonna pill, you know what I mean?
She gonna come back to a nigga like me.
Right, or she'll party in the VIP section with you and then give you a fake number at the end of the night and go
and call a nigga like me.
Right.
That's dumb shit. You always keep the number.
And call a nigga like
you
me.
always keep the number. But yeah, we're not doing nothing outside of the hours of 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like there are guys and people where it's like that's where you are. Like that's your classification. You're just here for a good time, not a long time, right? Like that to me is more so what this means.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do it, fellas.
And that goes both ways in my opinion.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on this one, man. And you absolutely right. It does go both ways for guys because we holding ourselves accountable 2023. So it does go both ways.
Accountability, boy.
We actually talked about it, King. We talked about having a shorty that, you know what I'm saying, while we single, having a shorty for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a shorty that you enjoy going to, y'all go to the movies together and that's what y'all enjoy. Y'all enjoy a certain kind of genre of movie. You know what I'm saying?
You got a Marvel chick.
Right. Point blank period. Right. A shorty that's a foodie that like to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? When you feeling the urge to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? You might have a shorty that, you know what I'm saying, yo, I ain't gotta worry about buying her shit if we go out shopping. She gonna buy her own shit. She gonna buy me shit. I might buy her shit. Like, I'm not worried about that. Financially stable shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Chakra shorty. Where's chakra shorty?
Oh, see, I'm getting into that. If I want to chill if I want to chill at the crib and watch a mean ass documentary and smoke a blunt, you know what I'm saying? I got the Erykah Badu shorty that fall through. You know what I'm saying? Like, So when we talk about
it smells like none but essential oils.
Right. Oh my God.
Yo.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Look, I keep that Erykah.
And you right between her thighs.
I keep that Erykah Badu pussy on deck. You feel me? So I burn that when that joke.
That's essential. Y'all probably be like, feet tied together, just like and just like moving.
Maybe I'm about to fresh frankincense and mirror.
Yo,
literally.
Come on,
she out here like, we're gonna sage it before we fuck them.
Yeah, right.
Yes, Lord of these glass bitches you had.
This whole shit be done burned
Get
down.
the exes of these harlots out of here. Nah, but guys will really do that at a point in time,
Yeah.
But then when we find the woman, you know what I'm saying, which encompasses majority, if not all of that, if you're lucky enough, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, I don't need this extra. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable here. Like, I'm good here. Nah,
because you gotta wake that up for real.
And Bot, man, you kind of remind me of that author meme right now, bro. With the yellow.
It's giving
I just need the fist.
fist.
Just give the fist, bro. Just give the fist. Get the fist right there. You got the jeans with the yellow.
I love it.
Hold on. This is gonna be more authentic right here. Motherfucking glass.
Get there.
Absolutely. Off the ear.
Nigga Arthur wore glasses, yo.
But we watch.
His ears was up here.
And we support it.
It's giving author, bro.
It is.
Yo, DW was a fucking terror, yo. With nefarious intent.
You can tell DW was Caucasian. Like if they was mixed, if they were a mixed family, DW definitely got a little more Karen in it.
Oh my God.
We went there.
Yo. Nah, I'm gonna have to ride with her on that one though.
Oh my God. All right. So look, we're gonna tackle this last topic, and we're gonna get into the next. Last comment, and we're gonna get into the next topic.
Most of the time.
How Perkman, you got nothing to do with the man, it's the lifestyle.
That's a fact. It's a fact that fact, man. It's all about the lifestyle. Women be sacrificing their happiness for lifestyle.
But I feel like that and attractiveness.
YOLO.
All right. Fair enough. All right. So let's delve into something a little bit treacherous. I feel like getting treacherous. Should your partner's dating history matter? I'm gonna start this one off. God, I'm gonna start this one off because you guys have been giving great points, and I'm gonna start this one off.
I'm gonna be a part of it. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to be a part of the pod.
I'm
a friend of the pod.
By saying you niggas been hogging the mic. He always be like, y'all
right. I'm surprised you just turn it all off. I'll be like, shut up. Turn it all up. Just turn it off.
No, to me, your partner's data history does matter. And it's not for the reasons that y'all would think. My reasons of it mattering is because that I think that you should know somebody's past and what they've done and why their relationships haven't worked in order to decide if that person should be in a relationship with you. So normally I'm good. I'm moving forward, right? So if I get interested in somebody, I got to know your dating history, because if you play victim all the time, I want to know the story. Are you actually the victim, or are you an agent of chaos and playing victim? See, it's two different things.
Okay, bars.
It's two different things. So I gotta know, were you really the victim in these situations? And you could tell. If a shorty say, oh, it's never me, it's them, well, why is it them? If you can't elaborate or personify any reason why, hey bro, you gotta chill and let me cook. If you can't personify a reason why these men did you wrong, and then you did nothing to provoke that action, then I can't be there anymore, because it's gonna happen to me, and it's gonna be, I don't want to be the tail end of your fucking female group chat, like, oh girl, this nigga ain't shit, he da 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 da. Like, but are you telling them what you did? Like, you provoke certain actions. Are you saying what you did, or are you just giving half the truth? So,
Oh my God, that face. Do you want me to go? Do you want to go?
You know how I be feeling about that fingers in them hands.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
Are you going, the King? Did you want to? All right, cool.
Nah, I want to hear you on these.
Oh yeah, it's this guy, man. I feel like he know what he doing when he brings up these topics, man.
Body guy, man.
It said women care about a man's future, men care about a woman's past. That is one bar. 110%.
Bars.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna piggyback off what Bak was saying, because I'm piggyback off what Bak is saying, because if you're talking about your past relationships, and in all the relationships it was his fault, like, and if I ask you, was there anything you could do to make the relationship better, to make it work, or anything you could have done better? They're like, nope, I was perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was that nigga. He was a narcissist. He was a cheater. He was a liar. All this other stuff, right? So if like it just doesn't make sense in all of it. So if anything, that says to me, you're a bad judge of character. You get what I'm saying? Because you're the perfect partner. If you're the perfect partner, it's really good to make the relationship work. Because at that point, you know what I mean? It's just finding someone who can appreciate you at that point. You get what I'm saying? And so I feel like as far as like that pass matters. You get what I'm saying? Now we can get into like, as far as like, I don't even know if I want to go down this road. But
no, go down it.
I like, as far as like, okay, like body count, or like how, I feel like that doesn't, whatever. But I feel like how long did the relationship last? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that stuff matters. Because if you say my longest relationship is 6 months, you get what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Like, to me, I'm like, that's a red flag. Like, you haven't had a relationship that lasts over, you get what I'm saying? Especially like, right, you know what I mean? Like, and you're in your near 30s or something like that, or like, you know what I mean? So it's like, Like, how were you not able to make a relationship last more than 6 months? Or why are you choosing these guys? You know what I mean? Like, you're choosing fun boys. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, obviously you're not looking for the good guys, because you keep getting in these short-term relationships. And so I feel like, to me, if I'm looking for something long-term and you're like, yeah, the longest relationship I've been in is 6 months, or I'm like, how many relationships have you been in this last year? And you're like, 6. I'm like, God damn, 6 relationships. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that matters, because if I'm like, I'm not trying to just become another body. You get what I'm saying? If I'm trying to be long term, or you gotta have some reasoning behind it, or something like, okay, yeah, I was just on my thought shit, but now I'm ready to settle down, and then I can take that information and do what the fuck I want with it.
I got something for you. Naeem. So I dealt with a series of young women that had told me that they recently got out of semi long-term relationships. So we're talking in the range of 6 to 9 months. Right. So we'll call that long now. Right. Because relationships don't last 30 seconds. But so
6 to 9 months ain't long.
Yeah, I mean it's not long. It's really not long, right?
But I like COVID didn't just happen. Like, just got back outside.
I shit you not.
Both should have had to been in a relationship pre, during, and post COVID.
No. Look. COVID, you know what I mean? So you dig.
Look, we not. No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about.
People were fucking together.
Wait. I'm not even talking about COVID. Right?
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah. But I'm not even talking about COVID, because COVID that can add a factor in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even talking about. Yeah. I'm not even talking about COVID.
Okay.
I'm just talking about previously.
Previously, right? Okay. Go ahead.
So
get your shit off.
It never failed. It never failed. If her last relationship was 6 months, our shit lasted 6 months before shit started tweaking. I ain't gonna say it was her fault. I ain't gonna say it was my fault. But something shifted. Something shifted at that 6 month mark. You know, if her last relationship was 9 months, something shifted at 9 months. So I feel like a lot of the times we're not comfortable going that long haul, or the shorty's not comfortable going that long haul if she's comfortable at a certain number. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the questions that I would ask, you know, with past relationships. Yeah. Well, how long was your last relationship? That's one of the questions. How long was your last relationship?
I think the length of the relationship. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh yeah. No. I was gonna say I feel like, as far as dating history, as far as what happened that caused the breakup and the length of the relationship, I feel like those are two very important questions, because kind of what both of y'all were kind of touching on a little bit is that long-term relationships, like, that does take, what you said, some accountability, that takes some adjustments, that takes some what's the word that I'm looking for, some compromising
on both ends,
right? And it also takes learn how your partner wants to be treated and wants to be loved and all that. So it takes a lot of that when you do a long-term relationship. And I feel like a lot of people, once it gets rocky, which is usually around that 6 month area, right? Once it gets rocky, they're like, oh, this person isn't for me. Let me move on. You get what I'm saying? Versus saying, you know what? Let's try to work through this, because you know you're gonna have problems. Let's try to work through this and go forward. So if you tell me that your last relationship was 3 years, now I'm like, okay, you did some work. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't last 3 years unless you do some work.
Right. And that goes into the questions, yo. If your last relationship was a stint of time, if you did a stretch, if you had to sit down for a minute, I get you. Okay. Yeah.
That's my mic on.
Put in the work.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
My mic on.
You got something to say?
She got something to say.
Is it on?
Go ahead.
It's on.
Go ahead. Talk your shit.
So I am someone who has not really done long-term relationships. I don't.
What's the longest?
I haven't.
Are you comfortable saying?
The longest? I have not been in a relationship. I would say in the past, since my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
No, even say the past 10 years. I don't think I've been in a relationship more than a year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been generally under a year. So I preface it to say this. I also know me well enough to know that I have not met or been with someone who I'd want to be in a long-term relationship with.
Okay.
So I am more of a cut and go. Generally, if I see something real early on, I'm a cut and go. I'm a cut and run type of person. In the same vein, I do 100% understand where you guys are coming from, because there was a guy I was talking to, and that was one of his biggest things about me. He's like, how do I know if things get rocky, you won't just dip? And I told him, you don't, because that has been my MO. If I see those big warning signs, if I'm really concerned, I'm out of there. And because also with my lifestyle, I traveled a lot. I lived in the past 10 years, I probably lived in 6 different states. So I also wasn't settled anywhere to establish real relationships.
Right.
So granted, I do totally agree and understand where you guys are coming from, especially if you come out of really long relationships, if you are a relationship type of person. Because on the same end, for me, someone who hasn't done really, really long, extensive relationships, if it's a guy who generally hops in and out of relationships, like, oh, I was with one girlfriend for 3 years, and then I went 3 months single, and then I was in another relationship, like what I call chronic relationships.
Serial monogamous.
Yeah,
That's what happened. That's what he is.
We did.
Those who just stay in these long relationships, and I'm like, wait, so in the past 10 years, you've been in 3 long-term relationships, ain't no wife, no kids, no nothing. That to me, similar, could be a red flag. It's according to what you're exactly.
Absolutely.
So someone like you would look at me, and we're friends, right? But you would look at me and be like, Sassy can't keep her shit together. Like, something is wrong. The pussy probably good. We know that.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo.
But
I'm out of here, yo.
No, it's this. Ooh, that should have been a meme. That's gonna be. That nigga said.
my girl Bridget's in here. She knows. She know I done
Shout
got
out
thick.
Bridget, man.
Bridget, you know I done got thick
Bridget
over the
at?
past
Bridget?
few days. Boom, your girl went from a size 4 to a size
shout out
8.
Bridget,
Talk to
man.
me nice. But listen, but for you may look at me and be like, something ain't right. Like, why is she constantly in these just jumping around? And so, like you said, through a lens, that could be right. But at the same time, if I'm talking to you and you talking about you in those type of relationships, my thing is, if I talk to this dude, I know women, we talking about accountability.
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
For us, I would know I'm not gonna waste his time because I know 3-4 months in, he's like, no, fuck them apps. Like, it's me and you. The fuck is you talking? Like, I'm like, like, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody dating around. Like, we together. It's us. We go out. Yeah, it's my girlfriend. When did that happen? Like 2 weeks ago. What did you talk about? Like, so it goes on both ends of the lens. Just because a woman or a person is not, I want to keep it. We want to keep it, for all the audiences, everyone, inclusive. But you know what I'm saying? Just because some of us like myself who aren't in those long-term constant relationships,
right,
that doesn't mean that we're the enemy, right? Or we're the bad guy. That means, hey, I know if I'm talking to a dude who says something like that, I need to make a decision a little sooner than later because he's not here for the BS. Like my best friend is the same way. He is a relationship guy. Like he wants a wife, kids. He's trying to hit that by 40. Like he is not playing.
Right. As a man, when we meet a woman, like we talked about the last podcast, like women, you know not to play with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we meet a woman, we can already assess like, she like.
But it's the same for us. We know dudes, we be like, he gonna have me barefoot and pregnant in like 6 months. Like I'm not playing with this dude.
But back to my original point, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that conversation. Like that conversation needs to ensue. So I need to understand, right? So like you saying, I haven't even had anything last over a year. I would ask you, okay, I get in depth with the question at that point.
Like,
so what was happening?
What was going on?
You wanna know what's going on? So look. What was really happening was the right young man wasn't in my life.
Oh my God.
He wasn't out here in the middle of winter with his shirt, all off, skin just glowing.
All
Don't
right.
be. I winked on the wrong eye.
Oh yeah,
I think
I do. I gotta be all right,
there you go.
so the camera can see it.
Hey, yo,
I
I'm
keep sitting on this.
Yo,
Oh my
why you?
That's what
Oh
happened.
shit! All
Normally
right.
I'm sitting by you. That's why I thought I was sitting.
No, he had other ideas, man.
Hold on,
This
no,
make
hold on,
for a better
wait.
show.
Before you
Oh.
go into the next joint, there's something I have to talk about though.
Okay, all right.
All
Your
right,
hair's looking
go
real
back-
wavy. What is happening?
we'll talk about it after the podcast. So go back to that comment. Was it Shay? Not the last one, but that one right there.
Hey,
All right, Shay. I gotta address this, right? I understand. There's no need to try to work it out if you're in a toxic relationship.
Yes.
Completely understand that. Here's what I'm saying though. Is every relationship that you're in a toxic relationship? Because if so, then that's a whole nother problem. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like you have to date a good guy. You get what I'm saying? Like if you're getting trapped in with all these toxic men, that's like you're choosing wrong. So what I'm saying is there got to be someone out there who is at minimum treating you right, where the relationship is at minimum not toxic. You know what I mean? No one's saying it has to be like fireworks and all this other stuff, but at minimum it's not a toxic relationship. You get what I'm saying? To where, you know what? Maybe we can work things out. You know what I mean? Maybe we can push things out. Maybe the one issue is he's just not that motivated. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe we can work on that. Maybe we can build together. Maybe, you know what I mean? He doesn't have the job that I want him to have right now, but maybe he can get there. So I'm talking about like making things work out with that kind of stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so hold on a second.
Go ahead.
1 second. Yes, we're anti-toxic relationships. If you see those red flags, if it's not feeling comfortable, if you know it's not going nowhere, get out soon. Like We're too young. Life is definitely not promised. So don't sit and be stuck with somebody who does not make you happy. I'm 100%. But
hold on. I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I'm saying like at this point, I'm talking about at the point in time when you're in a relationship. I feel like a lot of the red flags, they should show early. You get what I'm saying? Or at least you should be trying to identify that.
Unless he's a homosexual. If he don't got nowhere to live, he is going to lie to you.
But you got
for a long time.
But again, you got.
You'll be staying up until April. He's lying till April.
Why do homosexuals always be there when the lease end?
They are. But they know.
They be the last nigga to leave. Yo, shorty be out of there.
You ever
you got 2 months.
They always get real testy that last month when you talking about, I gotta get boxes and stuff. They're boxes. Don't let them homosexuals fool you. Men and women, us, species.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta vet. You gotta make sure like they not on no bullshit, no blah 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 before you even, you know.
Can I add to that? No, I'm not giving you a high five.
I thought you was giving me a high five.
I'm
We can't
raising my
that
hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm raising my hand because he said vetting, and I sent you this. Me and the girls are talking in the group chat.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect time to bring that up.
So some of my girls in the group chat who are here. Hi, guys.
I know what y'all be sitting in that group chat.
There was a group chat that there was a tweet that went very viral. And it was a young lady, a guy actually started the tweet and was like, yeah, I went on this date with this chick and she gave me this survey of 26 questions. This bitch is crazy. And it blew up. Because a lot of people were like, well, what are the questions, right? So I sent it to Bak and we talked about it because I was like,
talking about the new cars, people buying new cars with the text message. All right, go ahead.
Get in where you fit in if you got to get somewhere. So I sent the 2 tweets because everybody's like, well, what's on the survey?
Yeah.
So it's 26 questions. It's a Google Doc. And I read it and I was like, low key, these aren't bad questions. Like she had questions on there I had never even thought to ask. She had some fun ones like, toilet paper over, under. And I've argued with people, we're not going to do that. I don't care how you have your toilet paper. I'm still going to change it. It doesn't matter. But
you're an over person.
I am an over.
Oh
No,
my
yeah,
God.
I know you are.
I'm an over.
Yeah, shout out to her, yo.
I'm an over person.
Yeah.
You've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how I knew.
Yeah. And if it's under and I'm at your house and I'm like, I'm gonna turn it. Like, because I'm irritating like that.
Yeah.
But the
Fuck
questions
yeah,
were really good. And you were like, yo, most of these are questions I would ask anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, as a woman, specifically a woman of a certain age, I thought to myself, especially on the dating apps where it's real fast dating, I don't want to waste my time, especially after 1 or 2 days. So we've been chit-chatting for a few weeks. Like, let's get a lot of the bullshit out of the way. And some of the questions were really deep questions that you do need to ask people. Like, I didn't think to ask, what is your family like? And what are your family values? One question even was like, how do you feel if you had a child who was LGBTQ+?
But don't
Like,
send
those
me
are
don't
real.
send me a survey. Ask me that on a date though.
Thank you.
But
Thank
I'm
you.
efficient.
Thank you.
But I'm efficient.
Pause.
I don't
Time
give a
out.
fuck.
Okay.
No
I'm
disrespect.
efficient.
Okay, wait.
No disrespect.
I didn't make
hold on,
this
Key, hold on,
survey,
Key,
though.
Send me- ask me that on a
Key,
date.
I got one
But that
thing to
goes
say.
along
I got
with
one
what you
thing-
were saying,
I got one
Betty.
thing to say.
Yeah.
But it's a form of
But
vetting.
what did I say? What did I say?
No.
Also, wait. What did I say? Also in that text message, I said, "Yo, these are questions I would have asked, but however, I would not have sent a survey. I
Thank
would have
you.
asked. Yeah, bro, I got
Go
y'all.
ahead, go
Let me
ahead,
work,
go
bro.
ahead.
But okay, I got it counter to your counter.
All right, I had to break it all down because I feel like you answer it. I hate fucking surveys. This is first and foremost. I hate fucking surveys. Now I work at HR and I hate fucking surveys, right? I deal with surveys 90% of my day, right? Because I gotta worry about what these motherfuckers feel at work. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with surveys 90% of my day. So with that being said, I fucking hate surveys because I feel like I get more sitting down one-on-one with the person, getting to when that person answers the question, getting the way their tone, the way they prescribe to whatever I'm asking, if they clam up, if they poke their chest out a little bit and answer the question and feel prideful about it. Like I get more from that than I do from a survey. Because niggas is gonna bullshit on the survey. Like, yo, you ever took a survey at the end of a job application?
Come on, man.
A fucking 40-question survey, right? The first 2 pages, if you really want that job, the first 2 pages, you might really be into it. Am I a good worker? Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yeah.
Very satisfactory.
And then by time you get to the 3rd page, nigga, you hitting everything in the middle. You neutral. Like, bro, fuck this fucking test. Why you asking me all these questions? Get me in there for the fucking interview, dog.
And they be for
I'm about
Costco.
to piggyback off of what you said.
God
It's
bless.
one is impersonal, and 2, let me feel the passion in the, you know what I'm saying, in the
You just trying to feel on somebody's booty.
Oh my God.
No, we really want to know. We really
I
want
want
to
to see
know.
what your body language is.
No,
This is what you want to do.
no.
So how do you feel about kids who are LGBTQ+?
Oh my God.
That's what you want. You want to feel on folks.
I
That's
don't
all it
wanna
is.
feel-
No, it's not that.
Let
It's
me
not
stop, because
that.
you probably got a girl
Hold on,
watching right
hold
now
on,
since I'm
hold
joking.
on.
I don't need nobody coming up here next to you. Do.
Can I interject?
We done bust this shit out loud.
Can I interject?
Go ahead,
All
bro.
right. First off, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it when guys? Oh my God! Chill.
That's so flagrantly.
What do you
I'm
like?
about to be like, let's
Me
go
on
ahead and
top,
cut
you
this
on
off.
about type body. What do you like?
Subject in your sentence, my nigga.
Woo.
Get to the
Go
present.
ahead.
That's a
Sorry.
flagrant subject.
You said it very central. I was like, nigga.
That nigga said, so what do you
What
like?
do you like? Right. How do you like it?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, do you like it when guys say, "What do you bring to the table?" when they say that to women?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
okay.
if you out on a date, guy comes to you and y'all start talking, and he's just like, "Hey, so what do you bring to the table?" Are you gonna be like, or are you gonna be like, "Oh, well, I bring this"? You know, you get what I'm saying?
So yeah, no, I definitely feel you. Like being in person versus a survey. Like you said, I wouldn't mind something like that because I like those. Like, especially if they're fun. Like
Right.
the one that we were talking about, there was some serious questions on there. There was some lighthearted questions. So yeah, I would fill something out like that because it's fun. But again, that's a little bit more triggering for you
Right.
because literally that's your job. Like you're not trying to do shit like that, right? So so to your question of like, oh, if we're at a date, first day, second day, and it's like, so look, I really like you, but I'm trying to figure out what do you bring to the table compared to what do you bring to the table? Now, again, if you got the salt and pepper beer like that, and the guns are out, I might be like, well, shit, what you trying to do on the table? I'm just saying. But that's a very, very fair question. Again, I love to be very specific about age. There is a difference when you're in your 20s versus your 30s, right? Like that's literally how I created my platform. Dating Over 30 Sucks, the podcast, season 1 and 2, out on everywhere you find podcasts. But it's because there's a whole different way that you move, right? So at this age, if me and Bak are going out and we're talking, and he's like, I'm curious, like, what are you bringing to the table? Naeem, what do you bring to the table? What do I bring to the table? I'm like, look, this is what I bring. I'm very funny. I love to do, a lot of things in different.
I hear what you're saying. Let me tell you what the problem is. That's not what
a whole lot of. I'm gonna
tell you what the problem is with the what do you bring to the table question. And I'm also gonna tell you what's the issue with
I'm
gonna tell you what's the issue with the questionnaire.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, what's the issue, sir? What's the issue?
And I don't know which one of y'all touched on it. Is that
you said it's impersonal, right?
No. It was that people can bullshit, right? For instance,
yes,
right?
that was me.
My man Bob brought it up. So meaning, right? How many niggas ask a girl, can she cook? How many of them be like, hell nah, nigga, I can't cook? All of them gonna be like, I can fucking cook, right? How do you find
all you make is fucking rasta pasta?
Right.
Hey, yo, get your fucking rasta pasta.
Get your ass a spaghetti. Yo, come on, fam.
You get what I'm saying? Like, sir.
And then when they be like, well, actually, I do love to cook. I have a lot of great vegan. Vegan.
Hell no. Hey, yo, you know how to make that? Yeah, I don't eat pork. Yo, you know how to make that vegan barbecue? What? That should be buzzing. Yeah, make that right now. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I do have a very specific rule when it comes to food.
Hawaiian roll.
I don't cook. I do not cook for men. I'm just busting down on the weekends. Like I don't. If I'm cooking for you, you damn near my husband. Tuesday. I'm so serious. He's on Tuesday. He's like, oh, she got plates during the week. I'm there. But to me, cooking is very intimate.
Right.
It's for me, cooking is intimate. Most chicks, I'm an Aquarius. So
makes sense.
Most
wow.
I don't know. What does that mean? Okay.
Makes sense. You are a very, very, very hardened, soft person.
What?
No, he's right. No, he's actually right.
Okay.
Most people, most Aquarius are very tough. We're like a Eminem, right? Like very hard on the outside, but once you get in,
it's tough though.
It's tough. And Aquarius love very hard too.
First
Aquarius
they're sour, then they're sweet.
Then they're sweet.
Hey, yo, look, you got the gang in here with you.
But it's soft and sweet on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But yeah, Aquarius are they're a very interesting sign, right? But one of the big qualities in most people, if you've ever dated or been with an Aquarius, know Aquarius are very tough to get through. But once you do, they're the softest people. They're going to love, they love very, very hard. They're very loyal. They will do anything, like period, point blank. So for me, I do equate a lot of my personality to that. So there are certain things I won't do because that's a little bit more intimate. And to me, cooking, you cook with love. I don't cook just to be throwing food out there. Like, I just don't. I cook with love. I want to make sure I'm the type of person who will cook and watch you.
Right.
Because I'm like, is it good? Are you sure? Like, are you sure you don't want me to, like, it's good? Like, I want to make sure you are enjoying my food because I make it with love. So that's something I don't personally do. Right. But I know chicks, that's not a big thing. So yeah, there are aspects of what you were saying, which is the survey or getting a survey that's very impersonal. But there's a lot of it you do want to get through. You want to make sure, like, is this person someone that is compatible? Is this someone who is going to say something while we're intimate? Is this someone who can't handle their anger well? Like, that's another thing I'm starting to want to ask is, like, how do you handle your anger?
Why can't you read that survey, and then on that initial date, get a genuine gauge of that.
You
Because
can.
at the end of the day, like Mike said, you can bullshit. You can.
Absolutely.
It's a test. A survey is like a test. So I can. You gonna give me time to sit down and give a calculated answer?
On some real. It's better. It's better to just spring it on them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Just spring it on them. Hell yeah. I'm gonna tell you the best time to spring it on. Can I tell you the best time to spring it on?
Mass communications cancer time to sit down and give you a calculated answer on the survey.
Don't give cancers time to think.
Wet through the black and white. You better ask me on that first date.
I'm gonna tell you
I mean, your draw still gonna be
the
wet
best time.
Regardless.
At the end of the day, though, you gonna give me the
Regardless, especially when we've been asked the question before and had time to think about it.
Don't do that. That's like telling Eddie Murphy, go ahead write a special 6 months down the road. She gonna be fired. She gonna be raw all over again. What you thought?
Nigga coming out there with a leather suit. What he say?
Okay.
Mind your business, pay your taxes, and keep Will Smith's wife name out your motherfucking mouth.
Absolutely. Y'all are foolish.
Hey yo, no, that was the best line of the whole show, yo. Dead ass. Dead ass, man.
You honestly, ladies, y'all will have a better chance to get a genuine answer than reading that survey y'all selves and consuming that and asking those questions on that initial date.
Right.
So you know whether, all right, my nigga, you got one off. That's it.
So here's the other thing. You also have to look at it. That survey can also be a great way to have the baseline, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm using that survey, and again, I'm not saying that I didn't create the survey. Okay. I just want, because I don't want people like that bitch, like, you know, Big Auntie Energy be making surveys. Let me see if she'll make one for me. No, I'm not doing that. But that can also be a great baseline, because one thing that women do and most men can attest to is we ain't gonna forget. So you can sit here and, like you said, take your time and scheme up what you want to do, like you the damn coach of the year. But at the end of the day, we're going to still take that as the baseline, and we're going to be like, okay, this is what he said. Because even if you gave me that survey, I'm going to tell you what I think, and it may be off the dome, or I might take it. But
we talk about men,
right? But if I'm getting the baseline, again, unless you're an Academy Award winning Oscar, Oscar nominated, you have to also keep that up. So you can sit there and say what you want on it. And if I read it, I'm still going to hold you accountable. Or I'm still going to be like, I thought that nigga said he got this. Okay.
We talking about men.
I know.
And the Oscar goes to 78% of niggas on this earth.
Oh my God.
For how many months?
All right.
Because a lot of y'all can't keep it up that long.
Look, by time y'all realize,
a lot of niggas' goal is just to get the box.
Exactly.
Just to get the box. So how long do you gotta keep up the act? Long as the movie gross
not long at all. That's what I'm saying. Oh, but here's the thing: survey or not, if you ain't about shit, you ain't gonna be about shit, and that's gonna come through regardless.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, yo, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Shout out to the group chat ladies too.
Yeah, we gotta switch gears.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't trust the chick if she says she ain't in no group chat. She ain't in no group chat.
Yo, she ain't got no friends.
She don't got no friends in that.
Yeah, no, she's a liar. Yeah.
What is the longest?
She might not be active in that group chat, but she's in that, and she know all the fucking tea, nigga.
Yeah.
All right, so look,
we
gonna switch it to this last topic for the night, man. All right, so men were raised to be with multiple women. So
that's a statement. That's not a question.
No, it's not. It's definitely not a question. It's definitely a fucking statement.
Okay.
So
I disagree.
All right. I'm not trying to change your mind or nothing, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to change your mind or nothing, man.
I'm gonna speak my point.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you get your shit off.
Key looking at me crazy
gonna
right
get it
now.
off.
Yeah.
Now go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo, they said take the sounds away from you earlier, man. That's what they said. All right, so look.
What just happened?
All right, so look. So this is why I feel like men were raised to be with multiple women.
All right.
When I was growing up, right, I had like a lot of aunties, a lot of great aunties, a lot of older cousins. You know, they had friends, right? So I was the only grandchild at one point in time. My little brother came, and I was the cute little baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, I don't got no first cousin, nigga. It's just me, right? So, like, boom, I'm bopping around, you know, the auntie's friends is holding me. Oh, he's so cute. This my little boyfriend. Like, yo, I grew up like that to hold doors open when women came through, no matter who the woman was. Right? Like, if I'm going to a restaurant, I make sure I pull all them women's chairs out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making sure I'm holding open car doors. I'm walking on the opposite side of the street. You know what I'm saying? No matter who the woman is she family or friend of the family, I'm doing that for her. So we were raised with the mentality that we gotta please multiple women at one time. Right? You even had
Wow.
I even
did
put
not know
it
that's where that
I
was
even
going.
put it in perspective. Wait. I even put it in perspective of my fucking uncle, man. My fucking uncle said, yo, you ain't shit out here unless you got multiple women. He didn't say that to me directly, but the way that he moved, because that's really the only male that was dealing with women, you know what I'm saying, that I knew. So it was like, damn, I'm not married, you're not married, so this is how I'm supposed to move about women. You know what I'm saying? Like, my uncle was a player. He still is. How? I don't know, but he still is. He's still out here doing his thing. My man is moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just seeing him, like, you know, getting ready for the club, whoop de whoop, you know, growing up or whatever. Like, I used to idolize that. You know, he used to come back home with a shorty every night. Like, damn, no, as long as he wasn't working, you know, he go out to the club with his little silk shirt on, boom, put his little cologne on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get ready in the mirror, right? The fucking kitchen telephone rotary dial with the long ass cord that stretched to the bathroom. So as he got ready, he was on the phone with shorty, like, yeah, I'm getting ready to pick you up right now. Yeah, no, let me finish getting fresh. You know what I mean? Like, seeing that, and it was a different joint every time. And I used to answer the phone. Hello, can I? Is this Bot? Yeah, it's me. Can I speak to your uncle? Yeah, say less. Hold on a second. It's so and so. Nah. Yo, he not here right now. You know, I just called. Yeah, like, yo,
That's an awful lie. This is so and so. He ain't here. Well, clearly he's there. Who was you just talking to?
Hey, look.
Damn, you're a terrible nephew.
Man, look, I was like 8, yo. I didn't know no better.
Well, I see.
Hold on. Let me turn on this stove fan.
I see you. I see both.
But nah, seriously, like, we were literally raised in the environment, though. We were literally raised in that environment where we had to please multiple women. I don't think that men were raised, you know, not being able or not being taught to deal with multiple women at one time.
Can I take it a step further?
Go ahead, brother.
Because I love where you take it. Ooh, I love where you take it.
Okay, I'll let you take it then.
And let's talk about when you were a young man growing up. Whenever you had a little girlfriend, you was always villainized on the block. Just think about it. He's always villainized on the block. Oh yeah, that little nigga cuffed up. That little nigga pussy whip. Whatever. You dig me? Like, it was almost like your manness was defined by how many notches you had under your belt, as opposed to your morals as a man.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it was just a culture that you was programmed to, like, the man thing to do is to have multiple women. When in actuality, the man thing to do is to find a woman to build a family with, build a legacy with, you know, raise great children, like, give back to your community, put your family in a better position. Like, that's actually being.
You better live into that suit. I love it. You better. What is it? I hear you.
But I mean, real, you know what I mean? Real spill, like, that's what really being a man is. But at the end of the day, when you brought up in a certain community with a certain demographic, you're fed certain ideals, and you take those ideals out into the world until you expose to the world. I know some niggas that ain't never left. I'm from Richmond, VA. I'm from Southside. Southside is on the island. You got to cross the bridge. You got to cross the James. Wherever you at in the city, you got to cross a body of water to get to it. Southside is on the island. I know some niggas that ain't never got off that island. You dig me? Luckily for me, I got exposed to the world. Like, so while I exposed myself to certain shit, and that helped my maturation process and the way my perspective and my relativity and how I view shit through my lens. Because at one certain point, I was that hood nigga. I was that Southside nigga. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? If I got my people from Richmond in the chat, they already know. It's in Richmond, it's a stigma. Oh, you a Southside nigga. Like, it's like they already know. So it's I'm on a tangent, but I don't even know my original point.
You got to look what?
We was talking about my yams. You right, girl?
Oh, all right. Look.
Ricky knows.
You got your shit off? Cause I'm ready.
Go ahead, bro. You
all right. So listen, bro. I hear what you guys are saying, right? Does society promote promiscuity? Absolutely, right? Rap music. Hold on.
Promiscuity in my house. Continue.
we got rap music, blah blah blah, yeah. The boys in the hood, yeah. I got all these girls, yada.
Bless you.
However, I don't
get to.
Yeah. However, I don't feel like men were raised to be with multiple women. Are little kids raised to take 3 more cookies than when they should have took 1? The temptation is already there, my guy. Here's what I'm saying. Your uncle going out, being with multiple women, or your homeboys ragging on you, you didn't necessarily need that push to think, man, pussy's great. Let me get some more. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need that motivation, bro. I mean, it's there. You get what I'm saying? That thing is there, but you didn't need it, bro. What I feel though, on the opposite end, I feel like as young men, we need to be raised to be monogamous. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Because if we're not raised to be monogamous, then, it's kind of this, about this selfish mentality almost, right, where it's I figured out how to get it. Because as men, we have to figure out how to get women, right? Women ain't got to figure out how to get men. They come running to them, right? We had to figure that out. And once we figured it out, we're like, oh, let me see if I can do it again. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But you need to be taught, hey, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. Yeah.
And
y'all want me to give y'all a little something else? Can I add a little layer to that?
Go ahead.
I think when it comes to this statement, men are raised to be with multiple women. I think young Black men who are raised in single parent households, specifically when they were raised by their moms or their grandmas, aunties, sisters, and all that stuff, I think they're more equipped to deal with and manage multiple women with multiple different personalities than they were raised to be with multiple women. And maybe it can kind of go hand in hand. Maybe it can be a parallel, right? So okay. I think of it this way. Say my nephew, if he's raised in a household with my mom, my sister, and myself, we are 3 totally different generations. Mm-hmm. And he's raised in this environment when he understands these different women. He understands women of different generations. He understands women of different characteristics. Like, my personality is different from my sister's, different than my mom's. And then by the time he does get to a point where now he's attracted to young girls and he's going after girls, he now has been like, well, shoot, I lived in a household with 3 Black women, all different, multi-generational Black women with different personalities. I can handle a few of these crazy little girls out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but think about it. How many I don't want to get deep into the systematic aspect of it, right? But we understand the unfortunate situation our community is in. We have a lot of young boys who are raised by their moms, right? I was raised in a single parent household by my mom. I know you guys weren't. I think both of y'all were raised with your both parents, right? Yeah. And you, were you?
For me, honestly, you made me, like, as you were expounding on your point, you made me think, and I'm the youngest. We were raised by our grandmother, and so I got older brothers, and all my older brothers were sexually and I wanted to ask him, like, when if you want to answer, you can.
Okay, yeah.
But like, what age did you get sexually active? Because like for me, I got sexually active like the first time I was sexually active was 7. The first time busting up was 11. So I was like already. I got older brothers. So I was going out of my way to try to be in the same air and the same space as them, you know. And I seen them with multiple women, so I felt like that's what I had to do, because that's the example that I had.
Right.
Yeah.
You dig what
And
I'm saying?
and like I said, I mean, of course, we can go down the different avenues of where that can stem from, right? But what I'm saying is when you don't have a lot of men in the house, and again, I wasn't raised with a man in the house, but as a young boy, I can imagine that if you're raised around a lot of sisters or aunties, you know, your mom, your grandma, and all that other stuff, you are learning how to manage women a little different. My nephew knows. My nephew is 5. And my girls know. My nephew is 5. He knows how to work me. And he knows how to work his mom. And he knows how to work his grandma. And he knows how to work his other grandma. Like, he knows how to work all of us. Auntie's probably the meanest because I don't play that. But he knows how to work us. My biggest issue, I'm like, he's going to be a problem when he gets older. Because he is literally getting so much Black feminine energy that if this is what he is attracted to, he's going to know how to truly navigate. If he want a cougar, he gonna know how to do that. If he can be with the crazy joint, the laid back joint, like a lot of times I think it's also that environmental aspect that when we say men are raised to be with multiple women, a lot of times our young Black boys are just around multiple women and they know how to manage multiple women better. Not saying great, not saying perfect, but better.
Yep. That's a fact.
Yep.
So, all right. So here's the thing. I don't.
That's your brother.
Yeah.
So glad you ain't blaming it on him.
Make you have sex.
Right. Nah. So I mean, look. Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing, and I don't like. I feel like environment can play like a small part into it, but all niggas are trying to figure out the game. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what family you grew up in, if you want to talk, you're trying to figure out the game, bro. You're trying to figure it out, bro.
Yes.
And so the thing is how we're, you know what I mean? Once you get to that point, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all trying to get there. No matter what, maybe you got it naturally because you grew up in that environment, but maybe you didn't and you got it another way, whatever the case may be is. My point is, once you get there, now it's like, what do you do with it? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of guys get to that point where it's like, okay, I have this ability to get, because I mean, let's be real, bro. Once you crack the code, bro, like, it's not like basically like once you get with like an 8 or a 9, bro, like it's like pretty much you're in that range. You get what I'm saying? So it's like once you crack the code, man, it's not like, okay, I only crack the code for this one girl or something. But once you crack, you know what I mean? Because if you a smooth nigga, you a smooth nigga.
Smooth nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So
wait that up.
So you
nigga, you a smooth nigga.
Cause listen, bro, like you can have a one good line that works that works with like 75% of women. And so the question is, bro, with this great power, you know what I mean? Right. What do you do? What do you do?
Right. How you gonna start it? This is like Black folks gonna start it. Gonna start by, with great power comes niggas like me. That's how that goes.
But if you never seen a body of water, how can anybody expect you to know how to swim? If you never
everybody should have saw Spider-Man, you should know the damn phrase by now.
But if you never seen the example, of somebody wielding that power,
you made the drink go on my nose, bro.
How do you know how to use that power in a white way? If you never seen nobody use that power,
but see, King, you absolutely right, and it goes to Naeem's point.
I say right because
it actually goes to Shanice's point.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we weren't like you said with my uncle, if I wasn't taught prior to, because my dad didn't have women talks with me. Like, yo, I'm gonna tell you what my dad said to me. Watch where you plant your seed. Me at 10 years old, I don't know what that means. At clearly 30, at 34, I know exactly what that means. But me at my young age, when he started telling me that, I was like, I don't know what that means.
Right.
I have no idea what that means.
Right.
But now I know what it means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's but I need
And it's
more
so
than
funny
that.
because you're right. Like, it's according to what you were taught. Like, my mom never really sat down and had to talk with me.
Mm-hmm.
My experience was seeing other girls get dogged out in high school, and I was like, not catching me do that shit. Like, I was like, you're not catching me out here looking stupid. Like, that was my big thing. My mother never sat down and had to talk with me. So I, similar to you kind of had to learn by experience. Then you get older and you're like, oh, like, you know, and as girls, we're taught not to be fast. We're given messaging that's significantly different from boys, especially when it comes around sex. You know, for girls, we're not really taught, hey, this is how you be saved. This is what you should be concerned about when you have sex with a guy, and making sure you care. It's like, don't fuck, don't do it. Don't, keep your legs closed. No. It's keep your legs closed. Don't be fast. Like, I've gotten to a point where even me and my girlfriends, we talked about the fact that we have to stop calling young girls fast. We have to stop doing, there's certain wording that we talk about young girls specifically who are more developed. Like, I was in a bra by the time I was in 5th grade, but I always have been a more conservative dresser because I was so developed at such a young age. It was like, no, I wasn't wearing tight stuff. I wasn't exposing myself, right? Like, so it's a lot of the conversations and the wordings, but most importantly, when we talk about sex, attraction, dating,
right?
It's not okay for little boys. Oh, he got a little girlfriend. Oh, that's cute. If a little girl sitting there like, oh, this is my boyfriend, and kiss him. Don't be fast. Don't be over there doing all that. We talk to our kids totally different, So in that vein,
and I think it comes from that older generation. And I'll say this. So, like, I grew up with one of my little cousins, and Naeem knows her. I grew up with one of my little cousins, and she was literally like my little sister. We're a year apart, right? Mm-hmm. My mom and her mom are cousins or whatever, but black families.
Yeah,
that was my aunt because she grew up with my mom. Like, they grew up in the same house, right? So something happened along the lines. My little cousin was living with my grandmother at the time, right? So I would always go down to my grandmother in Virginia for the summer or whatever, right? So my grandmother was giving her the sex talk. Like, my grandmother, she used to drink her Miller Lite. She don't drink no more. She used to drink her Miller Lite, and she was giving her the sex talk. So we would be outside playing hide and go get it. You know what I'm saying? We from that era. You know what I'm saying? Being fast.
Hide and go get it.
Look, being fast, right? So she got caught playing hide and go get it, right? So she's sitting in the kitchen with her having a conversation. I just happened to walk in, getting ready to make me a syrup sandwich. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how I go out. You know how I go out. Right? Fold that motherfucker in half and make 2. You feel me? So I'm getting ready to make me a little syrup sandwich, and all I hear is my grandmother say, "You want something this big going in you?" And slam that Miller Lite bottle on the table. I said, "What are they talking about?" Now I think about that shit. I know exactly what the fuck she was talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know exactly what the fuck she was talking about.
We as women, as black women, and I would say actually women all in general, we are not raised to think of, even consider our sexuality at any point. We are not raised on education about protecting ourselves. We are not raised to do anything other than keep our legs, especially, and it don't matter what religion, whether you Muslim, Christian, or anything in between, especially if your family's religious. You're not supposed to have sex, period.
You want to know why?
Supposed to be like, don't have sex till marriage. I remember my aunt telling me,
not even to masturbate.
I remember my aunt telling me when I was younger, you shouldn't, have sex to get married till you 23. 23? I would have went through college just out here, just legs crossed. Like, we're not, as women, as young black women, we are not given the opportunity to even learn about sex, because the only education we need to have about sex is don't have it, because your value is between your legs. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And we know now as adults, we know more than enough evidence that shows that is not even close to true. I know girls who was doing any and everything, married, completely married. And I have friends who literally were saving themselves deep into their 20s, were virgins throughout college, and they still struggling to find a mate. So our value is not worth. Listen, and that's fine too.
Wake that up.
That's fine too. You like, I mean,
Wake
you
that
know,
up.
we all know the gentlemen who are good with it.
Yeah, shout out to
But
the cancer.
you know what I'm
boys.
saying? I'm just saying, like, that is how we are raised. So when it comes to, you know, I know we've gone down a little rabbit hole in the offshoot of this question. The fact of the matter is that a lot of our messaging is so significantly different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely skewed.
Yeah.
But it's because women are like are almost, and I don't want to get too, and I don't want to go deeper in the rabbit hole, but
We're gonna wrap it up in a little bit.
women are almost on a godly pedestal.
But I mean, not only that, I would say that women have a whole different set of problems than men do when it comes to sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for guys, we don't worry too much about getting something put in a drink and getting date rape, or you get what I'm saying, or someone, you know, we don't really think about like, okay, she's gonna take advantage of me for my body. Half the time we're looking for that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Where it's like with women, I mean, maybe they are looking to get taken advantage of too, but you know, I think a lot of parents.
Hey,
I want to know, but Naeem is right.
Yeah.
Like, the dangers that we have to take into consideration are far different from what
From
guys
us.
have to
agree with
think
that
about.
portion.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
just
Like,
went on that one part.
he was like, you know what I'm saying, want to get taken advantage of.
I mean, let's talk about it.
Yo,
But let's talk about
he
it.
sound like one of them
So,
frat boys
no.
at the PWI, nigga.
Right.
Y'all want to get
Some of them want to get a little something
No.
in their drink.
But let's talk about it though.
Yeah.
But men, it's the let's talk about the stuff that men don't want to talk about. We don't vet, and Mr. Vic was talking about it tonight. We don't really vet. Yo, do we really know if this shorty got a man? Like, what's her situation? Like, do her ex, like, is her ex following her? Like, do she got a, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
do her ex still got a key to her crib?
Niggas
Or,
don't
like,
care. Dudes do not care.
But that's the issue.
care.
It's
But
crazy.
that's what I'm saying.
There have
Niggas,
been times when dude, unfortunately, what happened to the young lady recently with the player from Alabama, the basketball player from Alabama.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's wild.
crazy.
But you know, the crazy thing is in that situation, and I reposted, and a few other young ladies that I follow reposted. And one of the issues that we had with it was, my first thought was like, why didn't she just give him his number? She should have just gave him her number, like, so he would just leave her alone, even though her boyfriend was actually with her, right? Like, she should have just did it, because for us, that is actually a safety mechanism. I tell people all the time, I give my number to any dude who asks. That don't mean I'm an answer, but I give my number because for safety, it is so much easier for me to be, I mean, what's wrong? You ain't trying to, like, your man ain't going, okay, 301. You know, like, I'm going to go ahead and give it right on to you.
That's crazy.
Because
Hold on.
I know my safety is a little bit better. But I say all that to say, when you talk about the way we were raised and how we go about those things, we all live through our 20s and our 30s, right?
No, I got.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all live through our 20s and our 30s. And sometimes when it comes to specifically sexual situations, it's not that women don't want to be as carefree as men. It's not that women don't want to explore just the same way as men. It's not that we don't want to do those things. We just have to, unfortunately, be 10 times more cautious. And when you talked about vetting, it's kind of in the same factor, right? Like, I have been at college parties with my girlfriends who have gotten date rape drugged. But because we like, dudes were like, damn, females always gotta go to the bathroom together. Yeah,
Yes.
we do.
Mhm.
We don't leave our
I
cups.
understand
Like, we have so many protocols we have to do. You know, you were talking about, like, we talked the subject earlier about DMs, right? Like, chicks falling in your DMs.
Yeah, right.
I'd much rather have a dude come in my DMs like, okay, I see you look good, compared to the dick pics and videos that come in my DMs over the same thing. Right? Like, we just kind of we walk a different, unfortunately, there's certain things that we have that are similar, but we walk a different path and have to deal with those things.
Back to your safety point. I wanna let women know, get a fucking Google Voice number. And this is why I tell you that, because if you give niggas your real number, right? A nigga can get your Google Voice number, call you on the spot, and your phone still ring. Give niggas a Google Voice number. Do not give them your real number, because niggas can get on sites like usphonebook.com and potentially get your fucking address from your phone number. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, my phone number ain't connected to my real address, so.
You think that? Have you ever paid a bill and had to put your phone number like that?
Yeah, I know.
That shit.
T-Mobile got a different address.
Yeah, T-Mobile might have a different address, but Duke Power or Duke what
I
they pull that
yeah.
shit from there. So like that's what I want to say. Like, because the reason I found out about it was Catfish, because it was one episode. Y'all go look at it. It was one episode they didn't have shit blocked off of what they was using, right? So I was like, oh shit, let me see if that shit is true. I looked my number up. All my addresses, all my previous addresses came up, and my current address was up there. Now, mind you, at the time I had Verizon, and Verizon did not have my fucking address because I got the Mike Jones number for Verizon. You feel me? That was back then when they had the kiosk in Northgate Mall.
I thought you said back then they didn't want you. Now you had they all want you.
No,
But I just want to.
But I mean,
but be careful, yo.
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's
be careful.
also good.
And I just want to make a point to your all women have to go sit back and they get the point. Yo, I really take pride in being a nigga. Like when they comfortable with leaving their drinks and shit. Oh my gosh, yo, I really take pride in being that guy. You know
that they feel comfortable leaving their drink with.
Like it's all about as a man, it's all about providing a woman with comfortability. You dig what I'm saying? So when you're a man that women are comfortable around you, they're comfortable in your home, they're comfortable sharing.
I will admit, those are signs of comfort. Like if I can go to the bathroom and leave my purse, or like you said, leave my drink and certain things, that is showing a level of comfort. You know, you're right. Now
I know I'm not even worried. Like I'm not even worried about him doing no next shit. Like you know what I'm saying? That's like.
But I mean that takes time too. Like that's not off the rip.
No, it's not off the rip. Sometimes,
I mean,
but sometimes too, it's just like the energy is just like so. Like some people just have that
that rapey vibe.
No, some people have that rapey vibe too, but some people have that
rapey vibe.
Yeah, but some people have that that big dog.
Bro,
All right, so look, man.
My brain be going to weird places, bro. When you talked about the girls leaving their cups, bro, I just thought of like Bill Cosby and his theme music playing. Dun, 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 dun.
All that note.
Put him back, making a little joint.
We are going to cancel. 164 of the Discussion Podcast. I'm your host, KvngBak, KvngBak. Follow me on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow
Bill Cosby was doing his happy dance when the joints.
on Drinks and Discussion Podcast on YouTube and Facebook. D&D Pod, right? D&D Pod on Instagram. Make sure you follow my man Primetime Naeem at Primetime_Naeem.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, they done knocked the shit out. I done knocked the shit out. Make sure you follow my man Primetime Naeem.
Yes, sir.
At Primetime_Naeem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On Instagram. Agree to number 2 disagree on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you follow Shanice
Yes, you can follow me at dating over the number 30 sucks on Instagram, dating over the number 30 SUX on Twitter. Cause y'all that's me. The kinky hair right here. Man. That's me right there. That's me, character. That's me. Check out season 1 and 2. It's anywhere you can find podcasts. Season 3 is coming this year, and we're gonna have visuals, y'all.
Yeah. And make sure you catch me and Naeem's episode on season 2, man.
Yes.
Get me on the pod,
Bak is episode 2. Naeem is episode 11. 12?
You put me way in the back.
What do you mean way in the back? You came late. Don't do me. Don't do that.
Late,
you came though. You came hard and good too.
Oh my!
We gonna get out of here.
All the way.
Thank y'all for viewing. We'll be out. Peace.